Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from the Rails Academy and Sports Complex in Des Moines. Bulldogs in Des Moines, Lincoln. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer again. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Bulldogs won Game 1 6-0, and they'll try to get the sweep here in the nightcap. They were unable to sweep Lincoln back on June 14th in Ottumwa. The Rails won that game 4-2. Ottumwa trying to avoid a repeat of that here in Game 2 tonight. Chloe Bradley will get the start. Chloe has her record up to 6-8 after beating Burlington last night. And Des Moines Lincoln will counter with Riley Cox, their senior. Cox will make her 11th start, 6-4 with a 3.65 ERA. The coach is about to meet with the umpires at home plate. Let's take a 2-minute timeout and come back with the first pitch of Game 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa softball getting ready for Game 2 here against Des Moines Lincoln. Rails in the field. The Bulldogs starting lineup is Zoe Jones in center, Ella Aller at second. Jordan Paul's catching, Amber Schatz the designated player, Josie Lemons at third, Sam Weeks at first, Ann Gaston left, Maddie Houck in right, Jocelyn Ware at short, and the flex player is the pitcher, Chloe Bradley. The defense for the Rail Splitters in Game 2, they have Della Rose Brooks in left, Jade Anderson in center, and Alexis Tiernan in right. Anna Corsby is at third base in Game 2 after catching in Game 1. The shortstop is C.J. Recius. At second base, we find Ella Harper. And the first baseman, Carly Julius, with the catcher being the flex player, Heather Leake. Zoe Jones leads it off. Zoe was 2 for 4, 2 singles and a run scored in Ottumwa's 6-0 win in Game 1. First pitch of Game 2 is grounded out to second, fielded by Harper, throw to first, and quickly one out. Our first pitch at 7:01. And the batter, Ella Aller. Ella was 2 for 4 with a couple of singles in Game 1. First pitch on the way from Cox to Allers. A ground ball, one hop to the first baseman, Julius, who steps on the bag for out number 2. 2 pitches, 2 out. And here is Jordan Pauls. Pauls was 2 for 4, a double, a single, and an RBI in game 1. 82 degrees under mostly cloudy skies here at the Rails Academy and Sports Complex as Pauls fouls it sharply off to the right 0-1. Again, very little wind, northeast wind at 5 miles an hour. Barely fluttering the flag beyond the center field fence. Now the 0-1 to Pauls. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-2. Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa. And the 0-2 to Pauls. Up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch down and in. Pauls gets out of the way, 2-2. Amber Shots on deck. The 2-2 pitch to Jordan, swinging a foul back as Paul stays alive. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, top first. Pitch on the way from Cox. And a ground ball sharply, but to the second baseman Harper, another throw to first, and again, throw in time, and the inning is over. Ottumwa goes in order on 3 ground balls. We go to the bottom of the first. Bulldogs nothing. Rails coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning, the Des Moines Lincoln lineup in Game 2. Riley Cox pitching, Jade Anderson in center, Ella Harper at second, Della Rose Brooks in left, C.J. Ricius the shortstop, Anna Corsby at third, Sophia DeFino the designated player, Carly Julius at first base, and Alexis Tiernan in right field, with the flex player being the catcher, Heather Leak. Defensively for Ottumwa in Game 2, Ann Gaston left, Zoe Jones in center, Maddie Hauk in right, Josie Lemons at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Jordan Pauls behind the plate. Chloe Bradley in the circle for Ottumwa. She dropped a 4-2 decision to Lincoln on June 14th, hoping for a better result in her rematch. Riley Cox will lead it off. She was 0 for 3 in Game 1. Bradley toes the rubber. And the first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the opposing pitcher, Riley Cox. Now the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Ware's got it. Throw to first. 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Jade Anderson. Was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts in Game 1. Between softball games, I wandered back over to the baseball diamond where Ottumwa had beaten Des Moines Lincoln 15-2 in 5 innings in Game 1. Bulldogs are about to put that away again in game 2 as Anderson tried to bunt her way on but fouled it back 0-1. At last check in the 4th inning of game 2 over at baseball, Ottumwa led Lincoln 14-0. The Bulldogs have hit at least 5 home runs in the doubleheader. Trey Swartz has 2 of them, including a grand slam. As here the 0-1 is grounded foul, third base side 0-2. Jesus Jaime has a home run. Mitch Wood has a home run. And while I was over there, I saw Julian Moore hit his first career home run, a 3-run shot. And boy, the grin on his face going around the bases was amazing. What a thrill for that senior. So Ottumwa baseball well on its way to sweeping Lincoln today. Ottumwa softball hoping to do the same. They've got 1 win under their belts. Now the 0-2 to Jade Anderson. Off speed, a little liner. Foul just past a diving Josie Lemons at third. Nearly came up with that. That would have been an outstanding play. Still 0-2. Still 0-2 to Anderson. 1 out, nobody on, bottom 1. The pitch, high and away, 1-2. Anderson digs back in. And the pitch. Swinging a pop foul left side. Can Lemons get there? Just out of her reach. Unplayable. Still 1-2. Bradley's not a strikeout pitcher. In fact, in her win over Burlington last night, she did not have a single strikeout. Another 1-2 to Anderson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The reverse broadcaster jinx worked perfectly. I said Bradley doesn't strike out many hitters, and she strikes out Anderson. That strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. 2 out, nobody on for Ella Harper, the DP in game 1, second baseman here in game 2, was 1 for 3 in the opener. Lincoln only had 2 hits against Ashlyn Sheets. First pitch here to Harper, outside, ball 1. One and 0 to Harper, 2 out, nobody on, bottom first. Ottumwa and Lincoln, no score. The pitch. Ground ball to third, up with it is Lemons, throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Chloe Bradley. We've played 1, nobody's gotten on base yet, and there's no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning, Ottumwa nothing, Des Moines Lincoln nothing. Bulldog softball on KBIZ. Again, a reminder, no broadcast tomorrow. Neither Bulldog baseball nor softball in action. But on Friday and Saturday, we will be at Houston Field for the Ottumwa Classic. The Bulldogs schedule, Friday they'll play Roland Story at 4:15, and then Ankeny at 6 o'clock. Then on Saturday, we play Iowa City High at 1:30 and Davenport Assumption at 3:15. So some very good opponents for Ottumwa. That'll be a good test for OHS as they gear up for regional play beginning a week from tomorrow. Amber Schatz, Josie Lemons, Sam Weeks, 4, 5, and 6 up for the Dogs here in the second inning. In game 1, Schatz was 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch on the way from Riley Cox is grounded fair down the third base line, rolling into the corner. Schatz around first, on her way to second. And Amber will have a stand-up double, her second of the twin bill. That ball just snuck inside the third base bag. And the Dogs have a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Josie Lemons. He was 1 for 4 with a single, a stolen base, and a run in game one. Schott's not the catcher in game two, the DP, so no courtesy runner. And Lemons, a little pop-up first base side that'll land in fair territory and hit the first baseman. As Carly Julius was coming in, couldn't make the play on the fly, and then I don't know if she tried to barehand the ball or it just took an odd hop and came up into her left arm. The ball might have gone foul if it hadn't been touched, but it hit Julius in fair territory and bounced away. So runners on the corners, nobody out. And the batter, Sam Weeks. First pitch, ground ball to second. They'll go to first for one, and scoring on the play is Schatz. It's 1-0 OHS. Weeks gets an RBI on the ground out. That's her second RBI of this twin bill. And Ottumwa's got the early lead. Lemons at second with one away. I think Josie is marked down as reaching on an error on that previous play. Now she's at second. A run home, one out for Ann Guest, who takes a pitch outside, ball one. Guest was 1 for 4 in game one. Someone didn't get on the board until the fourth inning in game one on their way to a 6-0 victory. They've scored here in the second inning to take an early 1-0 lead. Now the 1-0 to Guest. Fly ball to right, that's shallow, but coming on to make the play is Tiernan for out number 2. Thought maybe that would get down, but Lincoln plays its outfielders fairly shallow. 2 away from Maddie Hauk. Hauk did not bat in game one. The stats, which are a couple days off of being updated, show Maddie hitting .261. Last night, she had a pinch hit double in game one of the doubleheader, and then 1 for 2 with a walk in game two. It's a ground ball foul off to the right here, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Bulldog right fielder. Cox has her sign, and here's the pitch. A little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Double, an error, an RBI ground out, a fly out, runner at second, 2 down, 1-0 Ottumwa. 1 run home in this frame. The 1-1, high, 2-1. Maddie's played really well as of late, was a big factor in the comeback win over Davenport West last Friday in Cedar Rapids. The 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. Hauk needing to protect the plate now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jocelyn Ware on deck if the inning continues. Lemons at second, 2 down, 1-0 Ottumwa. The 2-2 pitch. Off-speed liner, but right at the first baseman, Julius, who makes the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa gets a run on a hit. There was an error and a runner left after 1.5. Bulldogs up 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Of the second inning, Chloe Bradley now with a 1-0 lead to work with as Ottumwa put a run on the board in the top half of this frame. Amber Schatz doubling, going to third on an error and scoring on the RBI ground out by Sam Weeks. Des Moines Lincoln will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in their order. Della Rose Brooks, C.J. Rishis, and Anna Corsby. The two hitters who hurt Chloe Bradley in her first matchup against Lincoln, one of them was Rishis, who's on deck, who had a home run against her. The other one was Sophia DeFino, who had the other 2 RBI in that 4-2 Lincoln win. In game 1 tonight, Della Rose Brooks was 1 for 3 with a single. Takes a pitch down low here for ball 1. Bradley retired the Rails in order in the first inning on a pair of ground balls and a strikeout. The right-hander's 1-0 pitch is rolled slowly back to the circle. Chloe up with it, flips to first, out number 1. So here is C.J. Rishis. 0 for 3 in game 1, a ground out, a line out, and a strikeout. Playing shortstop here in game 2. Played third base and pitched in relief in game 1. Breaking ball bounces in there 1-0. Want to know the count, the next offering. In there for a called strike, 1-1. Chloe checks the wristband for the pitch call. Now the 1-1. Ground ball to the third, big hop, nice stab to her left by Josie Lemons, throw to first, 2 down. That brings up the third baseman, Anna Corsby. 0 for 3 in game 1, a ground out, a strikeout, and a pop-up. 1-0 Ottumwa, 2 out, Lincoln at the bat, nobody on, bottom of the second inning. First pitch on the way from Chloe is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Corsby digs back into that right-handed batter's box. Bradley's 0-1. In there again, strike 2. Bradley attacking the strike zone here. Perhaps looking for her second strikeout of the ballgame. 0-2 to Corsby. The wind and the pitch. A little bit off the plate, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch swung on and fouled at the plate as Corsby just does stay alive. Still 1-2 to Corsby. The pitch, off speed, came in a little high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sophia DeFino on deck of the inning continues. The pitch, fly ball to right, coming on is Hauk. She makes the catch, and that retires the side once again in order. We've played 2, Ottumwa 1, Lincoln 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Top of the third inning, game 2 of our softball doubleheader. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Lincoln 0. Bulldogs a run in the second. Amber Schatz doubled, went to third on an error, scored on an RBI ground out by Sam Weeks. Here in the third, it'll be Jocelyn Ware, then the top of the order, Zoe Jones and Ella Aller. Ware was 1 for 3 with a single in game one. Ware will stand in for the first time against Cox tonight. So now we're ready to go. Ware digs in. First pitch, low and away, ball one. That pitch grounded left side through the whole, base hit. That was kind of off the handle, but Ware able to muscle it into the hole for a leadoff single. Second hit for Ottumwa. Top of the order, Zoe Jones, a ground out to second her first time up. Runner at first, nobody out, top three. First pitch to Zoe. In the dirt, ball one. Jones digs back in. 1-0 pitch, bunt shown. Got the bunt down, third base side. Really good bunt. Fielded, throw to first, not in time. Bunt single for Zoe Jones. 2 on, nobody out. And here comes the meat of the order. Aller, Pauls, and Shots all due up. That was pretty much a perfect bunt. Third base side. Too far away for the catcher to get to quickly. Not far enough for the third baseman to get in. The pitcher has to make the play and didn't have enough time to get the throw there. First pitch to Aller. Inside corner strike, 0-1. Aller grounded to first base her first time up. 1-0 Ottumwa, but 2 on, nobody out here. And the heart of the order coming up. The 0-1 to Ella. Liner into left center field, base hit. Ware has to stop at third. She had to freeze and make sure the line drive got past the shortstop Reeses. 3 straight singles to open the inning, and the bases are loaded for Jordan Pauls. Pauls grounded to second her first time up. Infield creeping in now for Lincoln. First pitch to Jordan. Downstairs, ball one. No place to put her. Ware at third, Jones at second, Aller at first. You've got good speed all the way around. Base hit could score 2, a gapper could score 3. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Hitters count for Pauls with those red batting gloves on as she digs back in. 2-0. Riley Cox winds and delivers. Off speed, that caught the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Jordan, a little smile on her face as she'll step back in. Two and 1 the count. Pitch on the way. Liner, but foul off to the right. 2-2. 2-2 to Pauls. Cox coming in had 52 strikeouts and 53 2/3 innings pitched, averaging a strikeout at inning or just about. Doesn't have one yet. Wants one here. Pauls needs to put it in play. The 2-2. Fouled off to the right. We'll do it again as the sun comes out. Looking off to the right over the first base dugout. The sun putting some filtered sunshine onto the field here. Still 2-2 to Pauls. Bases loaded, nobody out, top 3, 1-0 Dogs. The pitch bounced in there. It hit her. A hit by pitch will drive in a run. The kind of the painful way. It bounced off her leg. RBI for Pauls. Ware scores. Jones to third. Aller to second. 2-0 Ottumwa. For Jordan Pauls, that is her second RBI of the Twin Bill. We'll get a courtesy runner. It'll be Delaney Stevens. So Jones at third, Aller at second, Stevens at first. Still very good speed all the way around. And the batter Amber Schatz, who doubled and scored her first time up. Lincoln with a conference in the circle before Schatz will bat. 3 straight singles low to the bases. A hit batter brings in a run. And now the cleanup hitter at the plate. Bases loaded for Amber, the pitch. Little flare over third, that'll land foul for strike one. Oh, 1 to Schatz. That first pitch kind of in on her hands. Cox taking a while to get the sign. Now the 0-1. Foul ball off to the right out of play, 0-2. Well, Pauls was able to battle after she got down 0-2. Eventually was hit by a pitch. Let's see if Schatz can battle with the count not in her favor. The 0-2 pitch. Drive, deep left center, going back, track, wall, off the top of the wall, missed a grand slam by inches. 2 runs are home, around third is Stevens, she's on her way to the plate. 3-run double Amber Schatz, and it is 5-0 Ottumwa. That ball hit the top bar of the fence and came back in. It was nearly a grand slam. And on an 0-2 pitch nonetheless. Bulldogs with 4 runs on the board in the inning, still nobody out. 5-0, and here's Josie Lemons, reached on an error her first time up. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Man, I thought Amber had a grand slam. Literally an inch or 2 from being gone. Now the 1-0. Off-speed high, 2-0. Still, that's a 3-run double. That's the second one in as many days for Ottumwa. Remember, Sam Weeks hit the 3-run double that gave the Bulldogs a lead against Burlington in Game 2 last night. The 2-0. Fouled back, 2-1. We said in the pregame before Game 1, Ottumwa would have to hit better. They only had 9 hits in the doubleheader that they split against Lincoln on June 14th. Bulldogs have certainly hit better tonight. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ottumwa had 6 runs on 13 hits in the opener. They've got 5 runs on 5 hits already here in Game 2. Now the 2-2 to Lemons. Ground ball through the whole left side, base hit. Schatz will stop at third as Lemons joins the hit parade. 5 hits in the inning. 6 batters have batted. All have reached. Still nobody out. And the batter, Sam Weeks, who had an RBI grounder her first time up. And Weeks fouls it off to the right, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog first baseman. Runners on the corners, nobody out here in the third. The pitch. Off-speed swing and a miss. Lemons will take second without a throw. Weeks actually foul-tipped that into the mid of the catcher, Leak. And the count goes to 0-2, but 0-2 hasn't been a problem this inning for Ottumwa. Pauls is 0-2 hit by a pitch, and that ball grounded past the third baseman, off her glove into foul territory. It's a fair ball. The run scores, and it is 7-0. Hard grounder down the third base line that Corsby was not able to field cleanly. think we're going to call that one a base hit for now and give Weeks an RBI. Schatz came home to score. Lemons went to third after that ball kind of squirreled away. 5 runs home in the inning, 6-0 Ottumwa. Lincoln having another conference in the circle, this time without a coach. And that lasts until the home plate umpire comes out and says it's time to move things along. And Guess, the 8th batter of the inning, wearing number 8 on her back. Runners on the corners and still nobody out. Ottumwa breaking this game open here in the 3rd inning. First pitch, bounced in there, got away from the catcher all the way to the screen. Coming home to score ahead of the throw back to the plate is Lemons, and then that throw gets away, and Weeks will go first to third. So it's a wild pitch that scores Josie Lemons. And then Weeks will go to third on a throwing error by the catcher Leak, who tried to throw back to Cox covering the plate. Wouldn't have been in time anyway. Runner at third, nobody out. 7-0 Ottumwa, 1-0 to Guest. And the pitch, up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. That pitch chopped back towards second, fielded by Harper. Throw to first, not in time. Guest beats it out. An infield hit, that scores a run, and it's 8-0. Give Ann an RBI. Weeks comes home. And the 9th batter of the inning is Maddie Hauk, who hit a sharp line drive to first for an out, her first time up. I'm guessing the Ottumwa-Lincoln baseball game is over. As that pitch up and in, ball 1. I can't read the scoreboard. I can see the lights on it over on the baseball diamond. Lights are off now. Try to get a final score before we go off the air here. Ottumwa had a 14-0 lead in that game. They were well on their way to a sweep. Pitch is low to Hauk, 2-0. It is 8-0. The scoreboard has actually counted 1 run too many for Ottumwa on the board. They've got 8 runs in the inning, 9 in the game. Right now it's only 8-0. As the 2-0 is high to Hauk, 3-0 with Jocelyn Ware on deck. Three 0 to Hauk. And the pitch from Cox. In there for a strike, 3-1. Ware, Jones, and Aller single. Paul's hit by a pitch to drive and a run. Schatz a 3-run double. Lemons a single. Weeks an RBI single. Guest an RBI single. Now the 3-1 to Hauk. Inside corner, strike 2. Eight 0 at somewhere here in the top of the 3rd. The 3-2 to Maddie. Fouled back, will do it again. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Guess the runner at first. And another payoff pitch to Hauk. Fouled back again. And Maddie Hauk will not go quietly into that good night, fouling off a couple of 2-strike pitches. Still 3-2 to Hauk. 7 runs home here in the 3rd. Still nobody out. Another payoff. Off speed, fouled off to the right. Good job by Hauk to spoil that one. That was headed for the inside corner, it looked like. Cox another 3-2 pitch to Hauk. Low ball forward, gets away, but Guest will only take the base that she was given on the Hauk walk. So first and second, still nobody out. 9 in a row have reached in the inning, and here's Jocelyn Ware, who started this party with a base hit at the start of the top of the 3rd. 8-0 at Ottumwa. Again, scoreboard's got 9 up there, but they've actually counted a run too many. And the pitch. Fly ball deep center field. Anderson going back. She will get there to make the catch for out number 1 as the runners retreat. Ware hits it hard, but Lincoln finally records an out this inning. And the batter is Zoe Jones. 1 for 2, singled and scored earlier this inning. First pitch on the way, and a foul back 0-1. Here's why this could be an important at-bat. It's 8-0 in Ottumwa. If you score 4 more runs this inning and make it 12, then you can end the game in the bottom of the third. The run rule is 12 after 3 innings. If Jones gets on, you'll have 3 on base with the heart of the order coming up, but there's a line drive caught by the second baseman, Harper. Throw back to first, not in time, and there's 2 down. And now to get 4 more runs in the inning, we'll need another run of base hit, starting with Ella Aller, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Guest at second, Houck at first, 2 down, and the pitch. Down and in, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering. Fouled in the air off to the right, out of play. Count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch comes in high, 2-1 to Aller. Final score in Game 2 over at Baseball, Bulldogs 15, Lincoln nothing. So Ottumwa baseball now 18-0 in conference play. Their last hurdle will be Des Moines Roosevelt next Tuesday. Here the 2-1 pitch fouled off to the right, 2-2. We will have that baseball broadcast for you next Tuesday night from Legion Memorial Field. It'll be a busy week next week as we get close to the end of the regular season. We will end the regular season in softball. That'll be Monday at home versus Des Moines Roosevelt in a twin bill. And we'll start the postseason on Thursday with the Ottumwa hosting Iowa City West at Houston Field. Now the 2-2 to Aller. Ground ball sharply, but to the second baseman Harper. Throw to first, and the inning is over. But Ottumwa tacks on 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. There was 1 error, and there were 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs ahead 8-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the third inning, and now a very comfortable lead for Ottumwa. They are up 8-0 on Des Moines Lincoln, a 7-run third as the Bulldogs sent 12 to the plate, the first 9 of them reaching, and 7 runs scoring. So a run in the second and 7 in the third for OHS, giving Chloe Bradley a cushion here as she'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the Lincoln order. Sophia DeFino, Carly Julius, Alexis Tiernan. DeFino 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out in game 1. Left-handed batter. First pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Bradley winds and the 0-1. Liner into left center base hit as Lincoln has its first base runner with DeFino. That brings up the first baseman, Carly Julius, 0 for 2 in game 1 with a couple of groundouts. First pitch on the way. And a liner into right center for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. DeFino on her way to third. Julius hustling for second, and she'll get there, sliding with a double. And after giving up 7 runs in the top half of this third, Lincoln has second and third with nobody out in the bottom half. Here's the number 9 hitter, Alexis Tiernan. Tiernan was 0 for 2 in game 1, a ground out and reached on an error. First pitch grounded to short. Up with it, Ware throw to first in time for the out. A run scores, and over to third goes Julius. Weeks was going to throw to third to try to get the runner, but tripped. She's laughing about it. She's okay. I thought for a moment that maybe she'd been tripped by the runner who was retired going by, but perhaps not. Tiernan gets an RBI on the ground out. First run for Lincoln in the doubleheader. It's 8-1. She grounds out to short to do it. Top of the order, Riley Cox, a ground ball to short, her first time up. Pitch up high, ball 1. Runner at third, 1 down. Ottumwa still leading 8-1. And the pitch misses up and away, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Lincoln pitcher, Riley Cox. The Bulldog pitcher, Chloe Bradley, brings it home, and it's popped up right side foul territory, playable for Weeks. Makes the catch in the first base coaching box for out number 2, and that'll keep Julius at third. 2 down for Jade Anderson, struck out her first time up. First pitch from Bradley to Anderson, swing and a foul off to the left, 0-1. Bradley ready for the 0-1 to Anderson. It's on the way. Ground ball through the whole left side base hit, past a diving Josie Lemons. The run scores, and it is 8-2. Runner at first and 2 down for Ella Harper, who grounded to third her first time up. First pitch to Harper, downstairs, ball 1. Anderson at first is the only base stealer of note for Lincoln, 17 of 18 on the season. Don't know if she's running with her team down 6 in the third inning. It's 8-2 Bulldogs. The 1-0, way high, 2-0. That pitch in the dirt, and the count 3-0 to Harper. Della Rose Brooks on deck. The 3-0 from Bradley on the inside corner for a called strike, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Inside, ball 4. And it's 2 on, 2 out for Della Rose Brooks, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. Chloe Bradley set down the first 6 batters she faced, but has run into trouble here in the third inning. Gave up a single and a double to start the inning. Gave up a run on an RBI ground out, got a foul out for the second out, but then an RBI single by Anderson and a walk to Harper. Has 2 on for Rose Brooks. Bradley toes the rubber. 2 on, 2 out, the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Ottumwa got a run in the first, 7 in the top of this third inning, but Lincoln with 2 on the board in the bottom half and threatening to cut even further into their deficit. Now the 1-0. Fly ball to center. Jones back a few steps, has room, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 left for Lincoln. We've played 3, Ottumwa 8, the Rails 2, on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning, Ottumwa still with a comfortable lead at 8-2. Bulldogs got 7 in the top of the 3rd, Lincoln answering with a pair in the bottom half. OHS would like to keep the bats going. Don't want to give the Rail Splitters any opportunity to start clawing their way back into the game. It'll be Paul's shots and lemons for Ottumwa. Jordan 0 for 1 during that 7-run third. Was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to pick up an RBI. Riley Cox still in the circle. Her pitch grounded up the middle. That is through into center for a leadoff single. So Pauls joins the hit parade here in Game 2. Get a courtesy runner here for Jordan. That'll again be Delaney Stevens. In Game 1, every Bulldog starter had a hit. Already here in Game 2, every Bulldog has reached base. The only Bulldog who does not have a base hit now is Matty Hauk, who has hit the ball hard once to line out and has walked. Here's Jordan Pauls, who has 2 doubles, 3 RBI, and a run. The pitch. And there's a liner fair down the left field line. Racing for third is Stevens. Heading for second with her 3rd consecutive double is Amber Schatz. Schatz a doubles machine. That's her 4th of the doubleheader. And the batter, Josie Lemons. 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run. Second and third, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ottumwa leading 8-2 and already threatening to put more on the board here in Game 2. Bulldogs won Game 1 6-0. Now the 0-1. Fly ball down the line in right. That'll land foul. Just twisted a couple of feet foul at the end. For a while there, I was hoping it might stay fair. 0-2 to Lemons. Josie digs back in, no balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, just off the plate outside, ball 1. Stevens at third, courtesy runner for Pauls, who singled. Shots at second after her 3rd double of the game. Nobody out, top 4. Long wait by Cox, now the 1-2 to Lemons. Pop foul off to the right, out of play. Still 1-2 to Josie with Sam Weeks on deck. 8-2 Ottumwa looking for more here in the top of the fourth. Another 1-2. Bounced in there. Good stop that time by the catcher, Leak. 2-2 to Lemons. Cox gets her sign. Now the 2-2 pitch. Pop up right side. That'll be caught by the first baseman, Julius, for out number 1. Sam Weeks, the batter, an RBI ground out in the second, an RBI single and a run in the third. See if Weeks has another good swing in that bat. He's had a good week so far. First pitch, ground ball to first. Julius will touch the bag. The throw home then is late as Stevens scores, and it's 9-2. Second RBI ground out of the game for Weeks. She's got 3 RBI in the game. Down to third goes Schatz with 2 away. And the batter and Guest, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. 9-2 Bulldogs. The pitch. Ground ball right side. That's through for a base hit. Guest will beat the throw back to first. That throw gets away. Guest will head for second as the ball rolls all the way around the backstop. And Guest has her second RBI hit of the game. 10-2 Ottumwa. Schatz scores. And then Guest will go to second on the throwing error by the right fielder, Tiernan. She's in scoring position for Maddie Hauk, who, as we said, is the only Bulldog yet to get a hit in this game, although she's walked and lined out sharply. First pitch from Cox. Low and in, ball 1. One and 0 to Maddie Hauk. The pitch on the way. Pop-up foul off to the right. That will get out of play. And the count is 1-1. Two out, 2 in, runner on second. 10-2 Ottumwa here in the top of the fourth. The pitch. Off speed on the inside corner, strike 2. Someone's gotten back the 2 runs that Lincoln scored in the bottom of the third. Back to an 8-run lead. Can Hauk add to it? The 1-2. Chop foul off to the left will do it again. Eleven Ottumwa hits in this game. 13 hits in game 1. Again, Ottumwa managed 9 total hits in 2 games against the Rails the first time around. Much different tonight. The 1-2, off speed, and Hauk laid off. It was up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over, but Ottumwa gets 2 more runs on 3 hits. There was an error and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ottumwa 10, Lincoln 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other. Because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Ottumwa 10, Des Moines Lincoln 2. Bulldogs 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Lincoln got 2 in the third. Chloe Bradley hoping for a bounce-back inning here. She'll face CJ Rishis, Anna Corsby, and Sophia DeFino. Rishis grounded to third her first time up. Ottumwa wants to get this night over a little bit early. The formula is don't allow a run this inning, get at least 2 in the top of the 5th, don't allow a run in the bottom of the 5th, and end it on the 10-run rule after 5. First pitch on the way to Rishis is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Bradley. In there for a called strike, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way, and it's driven down the line in left. That'll land fair. Cut off quickly by Guest, and that will hold Rishis to a single as she rounds the bag but hustles back. Guest with a good throw into second base. 4th hit of the game for the Rails. The batter, Anna Corsby, flew out to right her first time up. Bradley on the way to Corsby. Bunt shown. Pitch is inside, ball 1. A bunt would be a bit surprising here with Lincoln down 8 in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch swung on and missed, and the count even at a ball and a strike. One and one the count to Corsby. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom 4. 10-2 Ottumwa as Lincoln tries to battle back. The pitch. Liner over the third baseman Lemons and into left field for a base hit. Again, Guest gets it back in quickly, but it's first and second, nobody out. That'll bring up Sophia DeFino. Singled to start the 3rd inning and scored the first run for the Rails here in Game 2. Bradley's first offering, a little bit outside, ball 1. Sometimes it is tough to pitch with a big lead. Chloe, in a scoreless game and a 1-0 game in the first 2 innings respectively, retired Lincoln in order. Ottumwa had the big 7-run top of the 3rd, and Chloe has had to battle harder since. That pitch grounded up the middle. Aller has it, steps on second for the out. And there's runners on the corners with 1 away as Corsby is forced out at second, 4 unassisted. Rishis to third, DeFino safe at first on the fielder's choice, and here is Carly Julius, who doubled and scored her first time up. Bradley's first offering, high and away, ball 1. You'd like to keep this ball down in the zone. Ground ball might be your best result right here. Ottumwa leading 10-2. Lincoln runners on the corners, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to the Lincoln first baseman. Chloe has her pitch call and brings it home. High and away, 3-0. And 1 more out of the zone would load the bases for the number 9 hitter, Tiernan. Chloe has walked one in the game. She struck out one. And the 3-0 pitch, down and in ball 4. A 4-pitch walk loading the bases for Tiernan, who hit an RBI ground out her first time up. Time called and Mandy Moore out of the dugout. She wants to talk to her pitcher, Chloe Bradley. And the entire infield will join in. Again, coming up Friday and Saturday, we broadcast Ottumwa's games from Houston Field in the annual Ottumwa Classic. The Bulldogs face Roland Story at 4:15 on Friday, then stay on the field and play Ankeny at 6 o'clock. Saturday, they'll face Iowa City High at 1:30, and then Davenport Assumption at 3:15. Then looking ahead to next week, Ottumwa softball will host Des Moines Roosevelt on Monday at Houston Field. Ottumwa baseball will host Roosevelt Tuesday at Legion Memorial Field. Wednesday, Ottumwa will host Dowling in a doubleheader against a top 5 team. And Thursday of next week, Ottumwa softball hosting Iowa City West at Houston Field in round 1 of the regional playoffs. And if Ottumwa wins that game, they would play the following Saturday, the 10th, on the road at number 1 Muscatine in the semifinals. First pitch from Bradley to Tiernan is a strike 0-1. Lincoln with bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa is still leading 10-2. Bradley could use a strikeout or a ground out right here. Got a force play at home. As the 0-1 is grounded to short, Ware will only go to first for the second out. A run scores and it's 10-3, but there are 2 away. Tiernan her second RBI ground out. Risha scores. Corsby Corsby was out earlier. DeFino to third, Julius to second. And the batter is Riley Cox, but Ottumwa will intentionally walk her to load the bases for Jade Anderson. Scoreboard inadvertently gave that run to Ottumwa. It should be 10-3. Bases loaded, 2 out after the intentional walk to Cox, their best hitter. And Anderson drives it to the left but foul for strike 1. 0-1 to Jade Anderson. Anderson has struck out and has hit an RBI single. Oh-1. Bradley has her sign and the pitch. Bounced it in there. Good stop by Pauls. 1 ball, 1 strike. DeFino the runner at third. Julius the runner at second. Cox the runner at first. Not a lot of speed out there for Lincoln. There are 2 down. Now the 1-1. A little bit up and in, 2-1. Bulldogs wanted that call, didn't get it. Well, they've taken that run off the Ottumwa ledger, haven't given it to Lincoln yet. It is 10-3, that's the actual score. Bradley's 2-1 pitch to Anderson is grounded to third, picked up by Lemon. She'll simply step on the base for the force out, and the inning is over. Lincoln gets a run on 2 hits, but they leave them loaded. We go to the 5th, Ottumwa leading 10-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lead.
Top of the 5th inning, Ottumwa With a comfortable lead right now over Des Moines Lincoln, 10-3. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader. Bulldogs won game 1, 6-0. The Ottumwa baseball team has already swept Lincoln tonight. 2 5-inning games, 16-2 and 15-0. OHS will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order. Ware, Jones, and Aller. Jocelyn 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Both of her at-bats came in the third inning when Ottumwa put up 7. Ottumwa 10 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Lincoln 3 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. The errors have not factored into the Ottumwa scoring. Ware digs in. First pitch from Riley Cox. Hit in the air, foul off to the left out of play, 0-1. Jocelyn just couldn't stay back long enough on that off-speed pitch. No balls in, a strike to the Bulldog shortstop. The 0-1. Popped up right side, foul could be playable, and the first baseman Julius makes the catch for out number 1. Top of the order, Zoe Jones, 1 for 3 with a single and a run. If Ottumwa were to score 3 runs this inning and keep Lincoln off the board, they'd win the game in 5 on the 10-run rule. As Zoe takes a pitch a little bit high, ball 1. Bulldogs have scored in each of the last 3 innings, 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Now the 1-0. High and inside, 2-0. Hitters count for Zoe, 2 balls, no strikes. Cox winds and delivers, and Jones lines it into left center field, but Anderson is there to make the catch, 2 down. 2 away for Ella Aller, 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Tough at bat for Zoe Jones there. Hit that ball on the nose, but not far enough into the left center gap to get it away from the speedy center fielder Anderson. See if Ella can start a 2-out rally. Pitch is high, ball 1. One 1-0 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. The next offering from Cox, way high, 2-0. There are 2 down, but if Ella can reach, you got 2 red-hot hitters after her in Jordan Pauls and Amber Schatz. The 2-0. Ground ball sharply, but it's out to short. Bobbled by Rishas, throw to first. Not in time. Good hustle by Aller, and the bobble allows her to reach on a 2-out error. Let's see if that opens the door here for Ottumwa. Jordan Pauls, 1 for 2. An RBI hit by pitch and a single. Also was grounded out. Pauls also had 2 hits in game 1. First pitch here, down and in, ball 1. (10-3) Ottumwa. Aller at first. 2 down, top of the 5th. The 1-0. Off-speed popped up, foul back and out of play. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Pauls. Pitch on the way. Inside, 2-1. Bulldog catcher digs back in with a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Off speed, popped it up right side. Who wants it? The pitcher, Cox, goes back to make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits. An error and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa leading 10-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the fifth inning, still Ottumwa 10, Des Moines Lincoln 3. Bulldogs hoping to hang on to this 7-run lead through the end of the ball game and pick up a sweep here at Lincoln on a warm and a little bit muggy, but overall not bad evening in the capital city. Chloe Bradley's allowed 3 runs on 5 hits in 4 innings. And she will face 3, 4, and 5 in the Lincoln order: Ella Harper, Della Rose Brooks, and C.J. Riches. Harper 0 for 1 with a walk. Bradley manicuring the dirt around the pitching rubber, waiting for Harper to step in. Chloe has the pitch call from Mandy Moore in the dugout. And the first pitch at the bottom of the fifth inning is a little bit high and away, ball 1. Bulldogs looking for win number 20 on the season. As the 1-0 is popped up right side behind first, all of the second baseman over in fair territory, just onto the grass and just inside the line, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the left fielder, Della Rose Brooks, a ground ball to the pitcher, and a fly ball to center, 0 for 2. Ottumwa, if they win this game, will guarantee themselves a finish above 500 this season. Off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. Bulldogs would be 8 games over 500 if they hang on to this one. And they've only got 6 games left in the regular season. 4 in the Classic Friday and Saturday, 2 next Monday versus Roosevelt. Then the playoff game a week from Thursday as Rose Brooks swings and misses at an off-speed pitch in the dirt, 0-2. So Ottumwa guaranteed 7 more games after tonight. They can get an 8th if they can beat City West on the 8th. Now the 0-2. Off speed, that one missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 straight off-speed pitches from Chloe Bradley. Does she come back with a rise ball here or try something else? The 1-2. Pitch called a ball, 2-2. At times she did come with more velocity, tried to hit the bottom of the strike zone, 2-2. The pitch, up high, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, bottom 5, Ottumwa leading 10-3. Chloe's 3-2 pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3 for out number 2. Bradley's second strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. 2 down for C.J. Riches, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Ottumwa leading 10-3, 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Lincoln 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. 2 out, nobody on in the fifth here for the Rails. First pitch from Bradley to Riches, in there for a strike, 0-1. Chloe ready for the 0-1 pitch on its way. Off speed stayed a little high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bradley's next offering. Off the plate outside, 2-1. Bradley behind in the count, 2-1. The next pitch to Rishis. Pop up right side, Aller is there. Makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 fifth for Chloe Bradley. We head to the 6th inning. Ottumwa leading 10-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning, Ottumwa 10, Des Moines Lincoln 3. Bulldogs in the same position they were starting the top of the 5th inning, up 7, and if they were able to get 3 runs and keep Lincoln off the board in the bottom half, we could end the game early. Amber Schatz, Josie Lemon, Sam Weeks do up 4, 5, and 6 for Ottumwa. Schatz is 3 for 3, 3 doubles, 3 RBI, 3 runs scored. All 3 RBI came on her second double, a bases loaded double that hit the very top of the fence in left center right in front of the scoreboard. Missed a grand slam by an inch. First pitch here, swing and a foul back, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The next offering, swing and a fly ball to left, shallow, coming in and making the catch is Della Rose Brooks for out number 1. That time shots out in front of 1. 1 away for Josie Lemons, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. First offering to Josie, fouled back, 0-1. One the count. The next offering. Swing and a pop-up right side. The second baseman, Harper, makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Sam Weeks. 1 for 3, but has driven in 3 runs. An RBI single in the third. RBI groundouts in the second and fourth. And that pitch fouled back off the screen, 0-1 to Weeks. Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul tip into the mid of the catcher, Leak, 0-2. Two out, nobody on, top 6. The pitch to Sam, high and away, 1-2. And Guest on deck of the inning continues. Bulldogs 1 in the first, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth, but they've been shut down the last couple of innings. The 1-2 to Weeks, fouled back, As she spoils an off-speed pitch from Cox, still 1-2. Bulldog first baseman digs back in from the left side. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a foul off to the right. Weeks stays alive at 1-2. Cox has her sign, the 1-2. Fly ball to left, pretty well hit. Rose Brooks, though, is there to make the catch. And the side is retired. Ottumwa goes down in order for the first time since the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth, and we're going to play 7. Ottumwa leading 10-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Ottumwa 10, Des Moines Lincoln 3. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs won game 1 6-0 if you were not with us earlier. Chloe Bradley's allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. She's walked 2. She has struck out 2. And she'll face 6, 7, and 8 Anna Corsby, Sophia DeFino, and Carly Julius. Corsby 1 for 2 with a single. Right-hander to right-hander the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Ottumwa 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Lincoln 3 runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors. 1-0. Pop up backing out of play, and the count even at a ball and a strike. One and one to the Rails' third baseman. Hits from a bit of a crouch on the right side. The 1-1 off speed, grounded foul off to the left, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Bradley's retired 4 in a row, trying to make it 5. The pitch downstairs, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fly ball to center, pretty well hit, but there is Zoe Jones to make the catch for out number 1. That brings up the designated player, Sophia DeFino. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Left-handed batter digs in for the 3rd time in game 2. No batting gloves on her hands. First pitch on the way. Off speed on the outside corner for a called strike. Both pitchers have gone to those change-ups here in the later innings in an attempt to keep the opposing hitters off balance. The 0-1 offering. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. DeFino back into the box. The 1-1 pitch is grounded to second. Aller's got it, underhand to first, 2 down. So Bradley settling down after giving up 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. She's set down 6 in a row, and that'll bring up Carly Julius, who has doubled and scored and has walked. So 1-for-1, been on base twice. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2 out, nobody on for Lincoln, 10-3 Ottumwa. First pitch, fly ball down the line and right, twisting foul. That'll land out of the reach of Maddie Houck, the right fielder, for strike 1. A 1-1 to Julius. That off-speed pitch in there for a strike, 0-2, as Julius is frozen by the changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, off-speed bounces in there, 1-2. One and two now to Julius, right-hander to right-hander. And the pitch a little bit low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Alexis Tiernan on deck, the number 9 hitter if the inning continues. Bradley trying to put together a second straight 1-2-3 inning. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball liner, I should say. That's a foul ball down the right field line, just foul. And we stay at 2-2. Julius, the powerful right-handed hitting first baseman, will dig back in. Chloe Bradley's 2-2 pitch. Popped up foul off to the right. That will be up against the fence for another foul ball. Still 2-2. Bradley has gone away the last few times trying to put Julius away. Julius has fouled off a few pitches. Still 2-2. Chloe brings it home, and it bounces in there again, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. It had been 0-2. Let's see if Bradley can win the battle here. The 3-2 pitch, high, ball 4. Number 9 hitter Alexis Tiernan at the plate. Has grounded twice to short. Both times it drove in a run. So 2 RBI on the game. She can't do that here with 2 down, a runner on first. But she does hit a ground ball to short. Ware has it, throw to first, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk and a runner left. Going to the 7th, Bulldogs 1 inning away from a sweep. They lead at 10-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier. Together. So let's get to know each other. Because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Yeah, dominate.
Top of the 7th inning. Last ups for Ottumwa here in Lincoln tonight. Bulldogs with a 10-3 lead in the top of the 7th. 7, 8, 9 due up. Ann Guest, Maddie Hauk, Jocelyn Ware. Ann is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBI here in Game 2. Bulldogs have 10 runs on 11 hits. They haven't had a hit since the 4th. In fact, Guest has the last Ottumwa hit. They've only had 1 base runner since. That was when Ella Aller reached on an error with 2 out in the 5th. Ottumwa broke this game open with a 7-run 3rd inning. As this pitch, he's in there for a strike 0-1. Since then, the Rails have gotten 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Ottumwa got 2 in the 4th themselves to maintain the large margin. The 0-1. High fly ball to center, pretty well hit. Anderson over to her left to make the catch for out number 1. 1 away from Maddie Hauk, and I'm really hoping Maddie gets a hit here. Every Ottumwa starter in Game 1 had at least 1 hit. Every Ottumwa starter here in Game 2 has a hit except for Maddie. Now, she lined out sharply in the 2nd inning. She walked in the 3rd, so she's been on base, and then struck out in the 4th. Riley Cox, the pitcher, requests and receives a different softball. And Maddie will stand in, officially 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch on the way. Ground ball to 3rd, fielded by Corsby, throw to 1st, and there are 2 down. Well, we'll have to settle for every Bulldog reaching base in Game 2. And the batter, Jocelyn Ware, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Two out, nobody on. And the pitch chopped foul at the plate, 0-1. That one stung the foot of Jocelyn. Riley Cox, after giving up 1 in the 2nd, 7 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Cox has retired 9 of the last 10 batters she's faced. And the only one she didn't retire reached on an error. Now the 0-1. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to the Bulldogs shortstop. The next offering. High fly ball to left. Going back, looking up, track, wall, gone! Solo home run, Jocelyn Ware. And it's 11-3. Second home run for the Bulldogs shortstop. So Ottumwa will not end the game going quietly over the final 3 innings as Ware puts a charge into 1. And that'll give Zoe Jones 1 more at-bat tonight. Zoe 1 for 4 with a single and a run here in Game 2. Zoe stands in. First pitch from Cox. Line drive to left. That is down in front of Rose Brooks for a base hit. Zoe 4 hits in the doubleheader, 2 for 5 here in Game 2. And the inning continues for Ella Aller. Might be a tad frustrating for Ottumwa if they were to tack on a couple more runs here and get to a 10-run lead when you're already in the 7th and you can't end the game early anymore. but I'm sure Mandy Moore appreciates her team continuing to swing the bat well. There's a sharp grounder to short, fielded by the shortstop. Risha's throw to first is just in time, says the umpire. Someone didn't much care for the call, but up 11-3, we won't see an argument. Bulldogs get a run on 2 hits. The home run by Ware. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3 outs away from a sweep. It's 11-3 Ottumwa on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 7th, Chloe Bradley 3 outs away from her 7th win of the season. She has an 8-run margin to work with, 11-3 Ottumwa. The last run coming on the solo home run by Jocelyn Ware in the top of this 7th inning. Lincoln will have the top of the order due up, Cox, Anderson, and Harper. Riley Cox is 0 for 2, was walked intentionally her last time up. Cox will stand in against Bradley. First pitch on the way from Chloe. In there for a called strike, 0-1. Lights have only recently really taken some effect on the field here. Got a good shot of wrapping up before 9 o'clock tonight. Here's the 0-1. Off speed bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Cox. Bradley's next pitch, fouled back, 1-2. Eleven runs, 13 hits, no errors for Ottumwa. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 4 errors for Lincoln, although none of the errors factored into the Ottumwa scoring. Now the 1-2. Off speed up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch fouled back, and we stay at 2-2. Two and 2 the count. And the pitch. Swinging a high drive to left. That ball is deep and gone into the trees. A solo shot for Cox, answering the one she gave up to Jocelyn Ware in the top half of the inning, and it's 11-4. That's the 8th home run of the year for Cox, far and away the team leader. Although Rishis is second on the team with 5. Jade Anderson, the batter, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Anderson digs into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch on the way from Bradley. A little bit high, ball one. Bradley trying to shoo the gnats away. The little bugs have come out tonight here on the south side of Des Moines. The 1-0. Down and in 2-0. Coming up after the final out, we'll have our post-game show where we'll name our Shelter Insurance Player of the Game, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. The 2-0 pitch. A little bit up and in, 3-0. A lot of candidates for player of the game on the offensive side tonight. Amber Schatz has driven in 3. Sam Weeks has driven in 3. And Guess has driven in 2. That pitch up high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Anderson. Third free pass issued by Bradley. Again, nobody really worried. It's still 11-4. So Lincoln would have a long way back, but Bradley would like to get an out here and kind of minimize the damage after giving up the leadoff home run to Cox. Ella Harper's 0 for 2 with a walk. Bradley's pitch. A bit inside, ball 1. 5 straight out of the zone. One ball, no strikes to the Lincoln second baseman. Bradley brings it home, and that's in there for a called strike, 1-1. 11-4 Ottumwa. Bulldogs 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the seventh. Lincoln 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 here in the seventh so far. 1 on, nobody out. And the 1-1. Low and in, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is grounded back to the circle. Bradley will throw to first for out number 1 as Anderson advances to second. Brings up Della Rose Brooks, a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout, 0 for 3. Right-handed batting outfielder digs in. And Bradley's first pitch on the way. Way high, ball 1. One out, 1 on, 1 home for Lincoln in the seventh. Ottumwa was still leading by 7, and a ground ball through the whole right side for a base hit. Late jump by Anderson. She'll hold on at third as Houck gets it back in quickly. Runners on the corners and still only 1 out. And the batter, C.J. Rishis, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Bulldogs still up 7. One out, 2 on. And the pitch. High drive to left center. Jones on her horse. Can't get it over her head up to the fence. 1 run is in. And just getting into second ahead of the throw is Rishis with an RBI double. Runners at second and third, 11-5. Anderson scores. Della Rose Brooks to third. And the batter on a Corsby, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Right now we're at the number 5 spot in the batting order. Runner at second. Ottumwa still leading by 6. As the pitch is grounded on a hop to Ware. Throw to first in the dirt, but dug out by Weeks for out number 2, and Ware held the runners at second and third. So now Ottumwa 1 out away from securing the sweep. And the batter, Sophia DeFino, who is 1 for 3 with a single and a run. And now Lincoln no more margin for error. To get the tying run to the plate, we'd have to get back to Riley Cox. As that pitch is in the dirt, got away from Pauls. The throw to the plate, the tag, safe is the call. Oh, I thought Ottumwa was going to throw out Della Rose Brooks at the plate to end the game, but she got the foot in under the tag of Bradley. And it's 11-6 on a wild pitch. Jordan Pauls nearly threw her out. Down to third goes Rishis. Ball one to DeFino. Doesn't change the equation any. We're at the number 7 spot in the batting order. We have to get around to the number 1 spot to bring the tying run to the plate. That pitch outside, 2-0 to DeFino. This inning so far damaging Chloe Bradley's ERA some, but not to this point her chances at the victory, with Ottumwa still leading 11-6. The 2-0 is a strike, 2-1. Snap throw down to third, goes all the way into left field. The throw coming back to the plate, the catch, the tag, out at the plate, and the game is over. They tried to pick off Rishis at third. The throw went into left, but Ann Guest picked it up, threw it back to the plate to Jordan Pauls. It was a bit up the line, but she put the tag on her, and that is how the ball game ends. On a would-be error turning into a throw out at the plate. 11-6 the final score. And what a way to end it. Great throw by Ann Guest. All right, let's take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap up a successful night for Ottumwa on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
And welcome back one final time to the Rails Academy and Sports Complex, where your Ottumwa softball team sweeps Des Moines Lincoln, winning game 1 6-0, and then a more offensive-filled nightcap, winning 11-6. The game 2 totals for Ottumwa: 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 on base. Chloe Bradley, the winning pitcher, now 7-8. For Lincoln, 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors, 6 left on base. Riley Cox, the loss, now 6-5. The ball game took 1 hour and 47 minutes to complete. Ottumwa improves to 20-12. They'll finish above 500 this year. They're now 14-4 in the Metro Conference. Lincoln falling to 13-19, 11-7 in conference play. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics comes up Friday afternoon at the Ottumwa Softball Classic at Houston Field. We've got 4 games between Friday and Saturday. Friday we'll see Roland Story at 4:15 and Ankeny at 6. Saturday we'll see Iowa City High at 1:30 and Davenport Assumption at 3:15. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time. Community First Credit Union, Petrita Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Coal Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at AttumwaRadio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Friday afternoon when your Bulldog softball team plays in the Ottumwa Softball Classic. Until then, good night, everybody.